What is going on, everybody? It's JetsCentral coming back with another video with some Jets news that happened under 5 minutes ago. So the Jets went out and claimed former left tackle of the New England Patriots, Antonio Garcia. And that name could stand out to you or it could ring a bell because last season, 2017, he was a third-round pick out of Troy. And, the thought that could kind of be going to your head right now is, what the hell? How is this, a third-round pick last season? And he's already off the team? What's going on here? That doesn't make any sense. People envision third-round picks to be or to contribute year one. Okay, how in the world is this guy off the team when the New England Patriots don't have a stacked offensive line? What's going on here? Well, if I remember correctly, Antonio Garcia, third-round pick out of Troy, like I said, supposedly, I think he had some sort of illness or some sort of problem where he had blood clots in his lungs, and I don't really know if the Patriots knew about it or something like that. The whole situation is kind of hazy, but what I do remember is that Garcia had medication that he had to take, and from him being on that medication, he dropped like 30 to 40 pounds, and I guess the Patriots just said, I think it was last month the Patriots decided to waive him. I guess the Pats said, I guess we're done with this. We're done, and they waived him. And the New York Jets just picked him up. Okay, now this is a classic case of, or should I say, this points to Mike Maccagnan's kind of theory that we've all had about him, which is he likes to whatever it is, sign, draft, claim players that have really high upsides that aren't a lot of, you're not giving up a lot to get them, okay? We're not signing these guys on big contracts. We're not using top 10 picks on these guys. We're bringing them in kind of on a deal like ASJ last season, like Morris Claiborne, okay, Bucky Hodges, Clive Walford. These guys are all guys that the New York Jets have kind of accumulated without having to give up a lot of equity, okay? Whether it's a draft pick, a lot of money, we're all getting these guys at a premium. And even Brandon Marshall, trading a 5th-round pick for him, that's just value, okay? And you're saying to yourself, the theory behind it is we're going to get these guys in the building, and if they pan out, fantastic. They have a really high ceiling. These guys can be really good players. And if they don't pan out, it's no big deal. We're not paying these guys $100 million. We're not using a top 5 draft pick and we're gonna bet the whole future of the franchise on these draft picks. These top 10 draft picks. We're getting these guys at a premium price, and that's theoretically, if these guys come in and do well, it's great. And if not, the team is not hindered by bringing these guys in. So I love the theory, the format that Mike Maccagnan has or is kind of displayed over the past few seasons, bringing in these types of guys. I mean, look, I just said it before, ASJ, Austin Seferian-Jenkins, the tight end. This guy contributed a lot last season. Starting tight end, we claimed him off waivers from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, that fantastic pickup by the Jets. Now, I know he's not on the team now, but as far as claiming a guy off of waivers for what he did last season, that was huge. Okay, that was huge. So my hat goes off to Maccagnan in that regard. And then as far as this move goes, Antonio Garcia, I remember this guy at Troy, and if my memory or if I recall, Garcia started every game his sophomore season, his junior season, and his senior season. Okay, this is an athletic tackle, and I believe he was at the Senior Bowl, and that's kind of where I found out a little bit about him last season, obviously. And Garcia, I remember this guy, 2nd-round pick, 3rd-round pick. A lot of guys, a lot of these draft experts had this guy as a 2nd-round pick, okay, because of his durability, because of his experience in college, and because of flat out his athleticism. Okay, so Garcia, he was a highly regarded guy, but the Patriots backed out and they said, look, we're not really feeling the situation anymore, and they parted ways with him, and the Jets pounced on it. So to wrap it all up, the New York Jets got a guy in the building who has a really high ceiling, okay? It didn't take a lot to get him in the building, okay? Former 3rd-round pick. And I'm just going to say this as well. Yes, we have to take a look at the medical situation, but even if there is a problem there or a red flag, or even Garcia needs some time to get this thing figured out, that's totally understandable in my book, because the New York Jets right now, their offensive line is not perfect. We're not the Dallas Cowboys, okay? We're not the Tennessee Titans. We don't have these offensive lines, these stacked offensive lines that are just like brick walls. We don't have that, okay? We have a lot of holes on this line, especially at the tackle position. And if Garcia could come in and kind of work and get healthy, and then when he's ready to go, if he could compete for the left tackle gig or the right tackle gig, that could be an absolute steal, claiming this guy off waivers after one season in the NFL. Now, I will make a note that he didn't start, or he didn't even have a single snap last season for the Patriots because of the medical issue. So, bottom line is, he's still kind of looked at as a prospect, not as a day one, or not as a player, because we don't really know how he is going to perform at the next level. So, bottom line is this: did the New York Jets get better by this move? I say yes. I love this move. Hopefully everything is good with the medicals. If not, that's okay. Let him sit. Let him have some time to get healthy and to figure the whole thing out. Because, like I said, the Jets' offensive line isn't perfect. So let me know down in the comments section your guys' thoughts on this move. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and go Jets.